Welcome to the Channel 5 News at 10 o'clock. The Exxon Valdez oil ship has crashed off the coast of Alaska. Approximately 10.9 million gallons of oil were spilled. This has a drastic effect on the populations of wildlife in the area. The oil is deadly to the creatures of the sea, for it can cause hypothermia, blindness, and if it enters the lung, can poison the animal. The oily water blocks out a lot of sunlight, which leads to the death of many autotrophic plants and organisms. These limiting factors cause many species to die. Immediately after the spill, a hospital for sea otters was set up, but even with this hospital, around 2,000 to 5,000 sea otters were killed. Many other populations were greatly affected. 250,000 seabirds, 300 harbor seals, 30 orcas, and countless fish and small organisms were killed. These changes in populations had a tremendous effect on the food chains in the area. Here's our on-scene reporter, Louis Chimet, with more on this.
Thanks, Tim. Due to this oil spill, the death of animals has greatly affected the food sources for animals of the hierarchy. The oil spill has contaminated and killed a lot of algae and seaweed of the Gulf of Alaska, which has affected many primary consumers. Many fish and seabirds live off the seaweed and algae, and since there is not enough plants to feed them, their populations have decreased. Because of this, seals and sea otters, secondary consumers that eat fish, have also started to die. Orcas live mainly off of seals and sea otters, so a large amount of them have died off as well. As you can see, the oil spill is a disaster that has greatly disturbed the ecosystem. And now to Mike Sullivan.
Today, 20 years after this horrific tragedy, many species of the community have started to return. Bald eagles have repopulated the area again, and their numbers are expected to grow in the time to come. Many other sea creatures, such as salmon, mussels, and herring, are making a slow recovery, but with much lower oil levels, they will return to what they used to be within 5 to 10 years. Although the sea otters have not fully recovered, they are coming back strong and are expected to make a full recovery in the next 10 years. The creatures of the Gulf of Alaska were greatly harmed by this oil spill, but over the past 20 years, populations have begun to grow again, and the food webs are being restored. Thank you for tuning into Channel 5 News. Stay classy, Walpole.